Greetings Diecast Racing Fans, Sharky here, and welcome back for episode 3 of our Hot Fuzz head-to-head league. Last week we had some very intense racing action, including the 3 restarts and the crash on the last race of the day. And that race with the Fiat 500 just taking it on the line with the BMW was pretty intense as well. Coming out of that, we have 4 cars tied for first place. Moose in the Hudson Hornet, Tika J in the IROC Firebird, the Comish in the BMW M3, and Hikari Rin in the Nissan Skyline. Let's see what goes on today. So let's have a look at the draw. So here we go for the episode 3 draw for the Hot Fuzz competition. All the letters are back in the thingy. Let's start up from the top. See, top of the screen. So this is all the left lane and the right lane. As you saw from episode 1, and you will have seen now at this point, from episode 2, we are not racing on the standard track. So it's not red lane and blue lane. It's just left lane and right lane. It's the first bag empty. Also, tell me down in the comments section whether you like seeing the draws in the videos or whether you don't really care about it. It'd be interesting to see, because obviously it shortens the video down, but as far as I'm concerned, it shows that I'm not cheating, I'm not setting things up, and all of this is done well in advance of the actual racing starting. I record all of these draws before we actually have our first race. So starting off with car A, which is Moose in the 51 Hudson Hornet versus car B, Tika J in the 94 Chevy Caprice. And we're finishing the episode again with Moose in the Hudson Hornet, and this time against J, which is James Sterling in the Nissan 300 ZX Twin Turbo. So we've got car J versus car D, we've got car H versus car E, we've got car C versus car F, and finishing off the first half we've got car G versus car I. Starting the second half we've got car F versus car C, car E versus car B, car H versus car I. Got to make sure I've got the dots in the right places on those ones. Car D versus car G. And that concludes the draw for episode 3. Well, that's the draw over and done with. Some interesting races and matchups there today. We'll see how that all shakes down. Before we get on with that, we'll just have a quick look over the track. So, going down to the finish line, we've got the Flying Fenman himself. Down here is our finish line adjudicator. Track sponsors Tomley RC, Model Matic and Raven Customs. Last league champion behind me. Let's get down to some racing action. Well, the cars are all up at the start line, and our first race today sees us with the Hudson Hornet, driven by Moose, on the left-hand lane, again, which is car A, versus car B, which is Tika J in the Chevy Caprice. Now, Tika J had some problems out last time with this car. Hopefully it's sorted itself out, and we'll see how we go. Hudson Hornet cut in front, and Hudson Hornet goes over the line and the Chevy Caprice is pulled up again. Really don't know what's wrong with that car, but Tika really needs to get it sorted out. Right, so car 2, we have got car J, which is James Sterling in the Nissan 300ZX twin turbo, all the way from Australia. And he's up against, he's in the left-hand lane, and he's up against car D, which is Mason Storm in the Camaro SS from the Essex Hurricanes. Let's see how this one goes down. Both white cars. The one on the left has no roof tempos. The one on the right has blue and red. Oh, cut off. Ah, look at that. Sneaking past there. And yes, James Sterling has taken it on the line. And don't know what is up with Mason Storm's car. He's having problems as well. Second one today with car problems. When it comes to interesting draws, this next race is probably it. This is the reverse of the photo line finish from last time. We have got car H versus car E. Car H is Jack Diamond in the BMW M5 Police. Car E is Dretty in the Fiat 500. Last time, if you remember, the Fiat 500 got it just on the line. This time, we're going to have to see what happens. They have switched lanes, so the silver car, the BMW M5 Police, is on the left-hand side, and the blue car, the Fiat 500, is on the right. Here we go. BMW M5's got it this time, and Dretty's pulled up the Fiat part way down the track. Now, this should be interesting. I've said that a lot. I'm probably going to say it a lot because I'm quite interested in the outcomes of these races. So this time we have got car C, which is Juicy J in the IROC Firebird, one of my top picks for the championship, one of the ones that's currently 2-0. On the left-hand lane, that's the black car. But she's also up against somebody that has got amazing experience, which is Cuboid, and he's in the Subaru Impreza. I just don't think the Subaru Impreza has got the legs for the Firebird. Anyway, we'll see how this goes down. The Firebird is the black car on the left. The Subaru is the silver car on the right. Oh, nice tactic there by Cuboid. Got in front, cut the IROC off, and then drove off. Nice police tactics being used partway down the track, and that's a win for Cuboid, which is a real surprise. So here we go into the final race of the first half, race 5. And this race will make a change at the top of the boards as far as tonight is concerned, because it's the first time that the two of the cars that competed last week and got 2 wins, have competed against each other. So in the left-hand lane, we have car G, which is the Comish in the BMW M3. In the right-hand lane, we've got Hikari Rin in the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR. Now, Hikari Rin is the tuning specialist at Raven Customs. Now, both of these cars were really quick last week. We'll see how it goes down. So the white car on the left is the BMW M3, and the red car on the right is the Nissan Skyline. And nice driving there by the M3, and cut Hikari off, got in front of him, and takes it so that it's through on the line, although they were nose to tail at the line. So starting off the second half, so race 6, we have car F versus car C. Car F is Cuboid in the Subaru Impreza. Car C is Juicy J in the IROC Firebird. And yes, they have already raced once tonight, but last time they were on the opposing lanes. Sometimes the random draw gives us very interesting results. Hadn't realised this myself until they got lined up at the line. Let's see whether the Firebird can get one back, or whether Cuboid will take a second win. Same tactic used by Cuboid, and has actually pulled them both up partway down the track. We'll go for a reset. So Cuboid got a little bit in front that time, which is why he was able to cut off the IROC. Interesting compared to what happened last week. Anyway, I reckon Cuboid's been tweaking his car. Anyway, let's see how we go for this reset. And Cuboid's got in front and cut off. I'm starting to wonder whether that IROC's got a problem, because it seemed a lot faster last week. Anyway, that's it. Cuboid 1, IROC 2. This time in the left-hand lane we've got car E, which is the Dretty in the Fiat 500, and in the right-hand lane we have got TKJ in the Chevy Caprice. I wonder whether the Chevy will actually make it all the way to the bottom this time. The Fiat 500 is pulled in front and he's going. The Caprice is pulled up, but so has the Fiat. Wheel reset. Things are uncharacteristically warm here in the UK today, which could be why the cars are having a little bit of a problem, as they're used to more colder climes. We'll see how this goes. So this is our first reset. The Fiat 500 is on the left, the Chevy Caprice on the right. The Fiat 500 definitely got a better launch that time and takes it line, and again the Chevy Caprice pulls up part way down. There is definitely going to need to be some work done on that car. After his earlier loss to a BMW M3, I think Hikari Rin in the Nissan Skyline is going to be out for blood this time. So, on the left-hand lane, we have got the BMW M5 Police of Jack Diamond, and on the right-hand side, we have got Hikari Rin in the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR. So the red car's Hikari, and the silver car with the green tampos is the car of Jack Diamond. Hikari pulls in front. Oh, the BMW's accelerated. What has happened? Hikari's pit manoeuvre didn't work, and that's twice he's lost to a BMW. I can't see him being too happy about that. Okay, second to last race, and this one could be interesting for other reasons. If the Comish wins this one, it will put him 4 and none, which means that he is going to be in joint first or first. I can't remember how the other guys did. Well, the IROC certainly lost twice, which puts that out. Interesting. So yeah, this could put the Comish top of the league on his own. He is on the right-hand lane. In the left-hand lane, we've got Mason Storm in the Camaro SS, and I believe he lost last time out. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes down. Both white cars. The BMW is on the right with the green tampos. The Camaro SS is on the left with the multicoloured blue and red tampos. Oh, we didn't even get as far as the initial camera point, and a T-pack manoeuvre has been completed. So we'll reset. It's very clear the Comish wants to win. Cars are reset. We'll see how we go. Oh, and he got ahead. And yeah, a clear win by the Comish there. And Jack Diamond goes across the line as well. Tonight's final race will decide whether the Comish will be top on his own in the BMW M3, or he'll have it jointly. Because on the left-hand lane we have got Moose in the Hudson Hornet, who is currently 3 and none, and on the right-hand lane we have got James Sterling in the Nissan 300 ZX. They're both white cars. It's going to be difficult to tell, but the Hudson Hornet's on the left and the Nissan's on the right. And the Nissan's got it. Got a heck of a launch, and a nice clear win at the line there from the Nissan, which means the Comish is going to be on his own at the top of the lead. Aboard for the league or something. Well, that concludes today's racing. It's been interesting again. We've had a lot of mover and shakers. So clearly in first place at the moment is the Comish in the BMW M3. He was 2 and 0 today, which takes him to 4 and 0 overall. In second, jointly, is Moose in the Hudson Hornet. He was 1-1 today to take him to 3-1. And Cuboid, who has really moved up this week. Cuboid in the Subaru Impreza, our 2 times champion. You can see his champion's car behind me, or one of them. He won both his races today to take him also to 3-1. Then we have many cars joint in 4th place. We've got Juicy J in the IROC Firebird, 0-2. To take it to 2-2. We have Dretty in the Fiat 500. He was 1-1 today to take him to 2-2. We had Jack Diamond in the BMW M5 Police. He was 2-0 today to take him to 2-2. Hikari Rin, he really, whatever he did to the car really didn't play out for him today. He was 0-2 today to take him to 2-2. And finally, James Sterling, he has really moved up. He won both his races today to take him 2-0, to take him to 2-2 overall in that Nissan 300 ZX. Which leaves in joint 9th place Tika J in the Chevy Caprice, who was 0-2 for 0-4 overall. And Mason Storm in the Camaro SS, who was 0-2 and 0-4 overall. I hope you enjoyed today's racing. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.